Okay, so today's video is going to be what's all wrong with my BMW E90. And it may shock you, but there actually is a lot wrong with it. So we're going to go ahead and sort through that right now. Okay, so first things first, it's not really the car's fault, but we're missing the windshield wiper squirters. That's annoying. However, the headlights are still kind of blurry, even though they've been cleaned and buffed and sanded and everything to the max. Still a little funky, not too bad. Probably one of the most annoying things is this. The chrome trim on the hood is very sharp. You gotta watch very much so out so you don't cut your little fingies off. And I just seen this. Apparently the hood shocks just took a dump. It was cold out, so that's probably why. The other thing is the windshield washer pump is no worky. I don't know if it got froze or whatever happened to it. Who really knows? Or just seized. I actually have another one of those on the shelf to put on there. As you know, the Van L solenoids are bad. Don't even get me started on that crap. We learned a couple things. Never order anything from ECS Tuning or FPC Euro unless you're willing to wait weeks to get it. We're 2 weeks out on those parts, and that's even debatable. Anyhow, other than that, engine-wise, they don't have too much to report on. Well, I mean, you spend enough money on something, right? You're not gonna have any problems. And that's kind of where we're at with that. The next thing is the ticking. When you floor it at high RPMs, you got some ticking. We're gonna wait and see if the Van L solenoids fix that. I highly doubt that fixes that, and so forth. The other thing is the stupid cowling. You gotta be so careful when we got it. All the bolts are stripped out, all 4 bolts to hold the filter in. So I had to go with bigger bolts, and those are real iffy. If you guys have an E90, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Going back to the headlights just for a second. Halogen bulbs don't work. All right, I'll put that out there. We're gonna have to do something different with these headlights. I'm not really sure what. I'm trying to figure out some way to go LED on those. The new tires will be here shortly too, as you guys seen in the last video. Oh, I almost forgot. The mirrors are broken. They've been broken since I had it. It's got power tilt mirrors. It'll lock in that position. That's not really the position you need it in. You're like looking at yourself, right? You need it right there. So they're disabled, but if you bump them, it'll get out of whack. You gotta roll the window down and push it back out. If you can see it or not, but like every other BMW, all the rubberized stuff is kind of scratched up and peeling off. I'm sure you guys that have these cars know all about that. We still get some floor mats, some legit floor mats for this thing. I hate those floor mats, and we're due for a good vacuuming. The next one just arose up. Turn that off for it copyrighted. Yeah, sweet, huh? Something's either in or broken on the HVAC fan, which is pretty nice. Not to mention we're overdue for CV axles in the front. CV axles have been making a little bit of vibration and chatter for a while. They need to be replaced real bad. They're not very much, or a couple $100. It's just I haven't had time to do that. I have too many other cars and too much other stuff going on. I can't really report any interior issues other than that. The car is actually pretty solid interior wise. You know, a lot of BMWs have a lot of issues interior wise. This one doesn't really have much of anything. There again, you see a little bit of the rubber coating peeling off. That's pretty normal though. The steering wheel stuff's not peeling off. None of the radio stuff is. But Tracy, like you had before me, was careful with it, and I'm careful with it. Not make sure nothing's on your hands or you're gonna touch the radio and it's gonna make that crap peel off. We have no iDrive faults anymore. The seatbelt buzzer. Like if I just want to go to the post office, which is up the hill from my house, the freaking seatbelt thing just screams for like ever. So we got to code that out. That's not really a problem. I tell you what though, at least this does not have the newer shifter, the Cobra shifter, because, and I forgot to tell the guy that bought the E60, the stupidest thing ever is the newer style shifter. When you go to roll forward, if the door is open, it'll slam on the brakes. And that car was all-wheel drive. So it was a pretty severe and abrupt stop. I don't know how many times you could do that without breaking the parking pawl off of it, but I forgot to tell him that. But his friend had E60, so hopefully he gets the memo on that one. I think other than that, the Chinese emblems are getting kind of nasty looking again. You got to replace those quite a bit. Well, I mean, we won't leave the car outside anymore, so maybe not near as much. If you leave it out in the sun, you got to be careful when you wax or buff the car or with car wash stuff, or it'll ruin the emblems. I think I replaced this one. This one's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty much about it. We don't really have any oil leaks anymore. We've already fixed it all. We don't have any other functional issues with it. I really can't complain too much. One thing I did notice though, let's go in here. Go in here out of the damn harsh sunlight. One thing I did notice though, the car, compared to the E60, it's not near as comfortable. It is a rougher riding car. So as far as road trips go, and it's just basis of having a bigger car versus a smaller car. Still, the most comfortable car, the smoothest riding car, is this. I know a lot of guys don't believe that. This rides far, even with the 19s on it, far smoother than the E60. It's a far quieter car on the inside than the E60 was, and much more so than the E90. So that's pretty much all the problems on the E90. Not a lot of stuff, but a lot of you guys are like, oh, what videos are gonna be coming up next? This and that. Well, that's some of them on that car. Still looking for another car, pretty hardcore, but in true Craigslist fashion or Facebook fashion, if you're looking for a car and you're ready to buy a car right now, you're never gonna find one. Good car deals only come up when you're not looking. That seems to carry over and be the case on this. So that's really it, guys. Kind of a short video today, I guess. Not really much else to report. The next video will be of the new tires and wheels being put on. I did get all the tires. I'm going to do a video on that because the all-wheel drive car with a staggered offset, you got to do some research. You can't just throw tires on her. It is going to mess up the all-wheel drive system. So just know we do have all the same size tires coming, and all new center caps for these OEM wheels. Should be very interesting. Stay tuned for that coming up. As of right now, gotta go to the airport. So I'll be back very soon. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day.